Hello all you beautiful people, my name is Zach Dowdy and today we're checking out a new skate park just popped up here in San Diego. It's about 30 minutes away from my house, Leucadia, California. It's kind of a small skate park, but it looks really fun, so I'm going to jump into it as well as talk about the topic of today's video. The weather is looking a little iffy right now. It's like sort of drizzling and it drove up, so I'm going to make the most of it. Sometimes might just be a little bit of a tour. A lot of times when there's new skate parks being built in California, they're a part of a bigger park complex, park and rec. So as you can see, there's all sorts of different things at this park. There's like this whole turf area. They have like cardboard over there. They're sliding down, which is pretty dope. And then the skate park is down below. So it's sort of like a terraced park area. It's pretty dope. Looks like the skate park is pretty busy and it is 7:45 a.m. So yeah. There's no, it's a new skate park, a new hot spot. It's always gonna be wild at first. Kind of funny how the skate park is super busy. There's so many people over here enjoying this space. You look over there, the tennis court, the dog area, there's nobody. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think a good dog park is always needed, but I think it's also funny how like tightly spaced they made the skate park. They made it so they had something for everyone, but yet not everyone is doing everything. Never get why they put turf in a skate park. I think in this one it's just to divide the two different little bowls they have right here, but I think turf in a skate park seems so weird. Like they could have made a spine, a jersey barrier, some sort of infrastructure to skate. It's almost like they skate blocked part of the skate track. My rule of thumb when it comes to rain and water and being wet is once you can see tracks and traces of your wheels on the ground, it's a no-go. Like you're kind of on that thin ice. I've seen so many kids already slam behind me trying to skate, so yeah, I'm gonna call it. I don't think I'm gonna skate. Unfortunately, drove up here. We're still gonna get into the topic. There's a cool record store I was thinking about going to, so kind of gotta like to make the most of it. That's what this day will also show, is like when you have something planned that you're trying to go do, sometimes you gotta roll the punches even if it does go as planned. Alright, just kidding. Looks like they're not open till 12. Way too much time to be waiting around for that. So maybe make our way back down to SD Central where I am, meet with one of my buddies and dive more into today's topic. One of the reasons that I wanted to bring this up recently, I was in a conversation where a pro skater, older pro skater who's not really relevant anymore, was telling a kid that he should move to California and really to pursue his dreams, he's got to be in California and got to be where the scene and the industry is and just be persistent to make it happen. And I think that was once true and once was a fact in skateboarding industry, but I don't believe you need to be in California to make it in skateboarding anymore. Now, I personally think in general, California skateboarders or the California scene, the skateboard culture, the gatekeepers, they don't like that. They don't like that skateboarding is changing, that it is getting bigger, that it is not so focused on California. You got brands like Palace and Polar who are international, brands like FA, Hockey, 917 who are in the East Coast, and kind of breaking away from the stereotypical California is where you go and make it happen. But anyways, I kind of want to dive into my experience being a California native, growing up in California around the skate culture. It was unique. So we're going to get into that, but first we're at City Heights. Get some skating in before we dive into all that. just to add some context to the title of this video, I am a San Diego, California born, raised native, so I'm a California skateboarder in a way. So hopefully that adds some kind of context, because my upbringing in California was great. I don't have anything to complain about. We have the best weather, best skate spots, best opportunity to skateboard and being around. We have so many resources, much more than someone in the Midwest or somewhere in another country where there's not too much skateboarding. But the thing is, with skateboarding in California, it is very elitist. There's a lot of gatekeeping, and that's the stuff that I'm talking about that I think is slowly starting to peel away, because I think a lot of that is not really happening anymore, in the sense that skateboarding industry is growing. They're growing up, it is bigger. Skateboarding is not just in California, it's everywhere. So it's sort of breaking, but I don't think California skaters love that idea because they don't have such a grasp of it. And I think, you know, growing up in California and being around skating, one of the weirdest things that I experienced personally was how people would act differently around certain people. So there'd be skaters that I would skate with every day who went on to be pro skaters, who are pro skaters now, but they would act differently in front of certain skaters. Such a California thing to do is sort of like change your personality based off the environment. And I think in other areas you do experience that too, but it is something you experience quite a lot being in California. Be getting rained out everywhere I go today. Now we're getting rained out of City Heights. It's just a rainy day, so maybe we'll dive more into this topic on another day. If you guys are into these kind of discussions, kind of giving you some insight, my feedback, and like always, I want to know your thoughts down below. Leave your comments. I think the environment has a lot to do with how cultures and certain people are shaped too. So in California, obviously, like, this is where skating was originated, by surfing. Kind of goes hand in hand with backyard pools, transition, and banks at school. So I think that does have to do with like the culture of California skaters too. I don't know how it kind of translates into the gatekeeping and all that stuff, but I think there is some of that that's going on. So anyways, like always, I want to know your thoughts on this topic. Comment down below. Give me your feedback, East Coast versus West Coast. That's not really what this is, but I'm just curious on what people think of California skateboarding. Is this really the Mecca anymore? Because I think those gears are churning and shifting. Thanks to Braden for skating today, killing it. Follow him on Instagram. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're not already. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy these kind of topics, just talking about different things, and we'll see you in the next one. Mash.